time has come, we will stand together stronger than we've ever done. And like the sun, we will rise at dawn and never stop until we've won. The time has come, we will rise like the sun and we'll never run. And we will fight, fight till we won. We will bite, we will smite all through the night. We'll never sleep, never rest. Put the faith to the test, the self-obsessed, self-confessed, self-professed, divinity, nobility. Your God is a fraud, so stop. We're done with the violence and the fury and the cruelty.
Hello and welcome back to Rapid Riders here on Fumble, folks. I am your Dungeon Master, Sam, and we are on episode 66 of our campaign now. We are still in the ruins of the towers, learning many magical secrets and uncovering what happened here 50 years ago and what is still happening here. But I will let my players introduce themselves to you before we go into a full recap of what happened there. So, first of all, Bree.
Hi, I'm Bree and I play Diana, the Sun Elf, Bard of Eloquence / Divination Wizard. This year's... yeah. That's it.
Sometimes my mic cuts out and I have to cough really loudly to get it working again. Nice. We are still down at Ben, hopefully for the last week, but we don't know. We will keep you informed. But we do have Doran.
Hello, I am Doran. I play Halibut Diary, everyone's favorite noble human to hate. Sometimes. He is a fighter, he is a blood hunter, he has a ghost brother, and a cool sidekick. He's also rich.
Very- He is rich. He's Seb.
So hi, I'm Seb. I play Texas. Once the only human of the group, was once the only rogue of the group, and now is the rogue / disguised monk of the group. They are pretty chill right now, which is a good thing.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Phil.
Hello, I'm a Phil, and I'm playing Dunstan Dewey Fairfoot. Part halfling, part Dew elf. A little ranger boy with some little spicy bit of rogue there, just to add a little touch of scout to make him even rangerier, a ranger. He's a swarm lord, swarm keeper as well. So he usually has a host of burbs to help him out when things get tough. Yeah, mostly wholesome and mostly feeling a little out of place in a place full of magic and books. Though he did make a book fort to sleep in. So
He did. Very cute. Well, the party are in that library, the library temple to the goddess of learning, Talora, here in the towers. These long abandoned to the undead students, towers that were the site of a massacre about 50 years ago. The party has explored what they are able to do, initially trying to explore the halls of learning, where the wizards would learn, being chased off by the undead students until Televalion, the evoker of the towers, and still here in some lich-like state, cast a powerful spell, drawing these magic-feeding ghouls towards them, allowing you to better explore the towers. For a short time, enough that you could supermarket sweep your way through them, although the halls of abjuration succeeded in defending themselves, and the halls of illusion, enchantment, and most of the halls of evocation have been blown away by an explosion in the massacre. On returning, learning what you could, Telvarion explained that explosion was in part due to them as they were defending this place, and that they had become changed by the magic that resulted, tied, or at least their spirit tied to this plane, unable to pass on because of traversal pitons, these tools designed for swinging and climbing your way around things that had been repurposed into weapons, not just by Telbarion, but also by your party's monk/rogue in the past. They had pleaded to Diana to come into the miasma, as dangerous as it may be, and dispel the pitons to free them and allow them to help with the fight in the rebellion. Party had discussed the options, what was available to them, and realized there was not much to be accomplished without a rest, and so had bedded for a long rest. In that time as well, conversations had, dragon chess played, and books entered to speak with facsimiles of long-lost family members. But the sun, as much as it comes out here in the towers, rises again on a new day. I believe, the 13th of Aenor.
Yonar.
Yonar. I do apologize.
Sorry.
Yonar. What do you wish to do?
Well. Do you want to go? Does
I
anyone
suppose
want to?
we should
Okay.
get
Yeah.
planning to our next move.
Yeah. I mean, there's still plenty of places we need to go and see
Yes.
and find out.
Oh, remind me which towers we haven't been to yet.
All of them except for the biggest one.
Into the library.
Oh, we've
You've
been to all of them.
you've stood outside of a prime tower and seen that there's no way
Can't
in
get
from the
in
ground.
there.
And you've been into the halls of learning, the wizard school specifically, the largest building on the campus. There are still the student dorms, two of which are in shattered ruins, but the others still there. These sort of Gaudi-esque like pattern to these ever-rising towers, these sort of beams between them, although a lot of those stone bridges have been destroyed. There are the pubs in the middle that are less towers, so much as they have like these small little bits of towering, very like old-fashioned wooden towers, just to keep with the aesthetic. The infirmary, which you can see in the past, was like a towering shell, like a spiral shell. Again, has suffered some damage in the time between its prime and now. And there are the sports grounds, the sort of Colosseum there, that is sort of at the southernmost point before the school gives way to wilderness.
Is the sports ground Colosseum thing? Is it a hole?
It's like it's like a Colosseum, but it's not. But even the Colosseum ground is not flat to the surface. Like it's a bit lower than but it's dug out, if that makes sense. A little below the level, not like massively, not
but
like
You
stories
could
in front.
lock these things in.
You could potentially, if you found a way to make sure the exits were blocked and stop them climbing. Absolutely.
Okay, that's a thought.
How tall does it look from the outside?
Maybe 4 stories high, like 40 to 50 feet.
Okay.
Towering, if not a tower. Just by, well, it's a wide tower. We're not gonna
tower shame here, Sam.
We're not gonna tower shame. Wider than it is tall.
Yes.
Don't say it. Don't say the word.
Penis.
Not that word. Not that one. That wasn't the word I was thinking of. Okay.
Honestly.
Oh, my days. Oh, hello,
Right.
Raiders. We have been raided.
Ah.
This is really nice that it happens this early.
Yes.
In the beginning, it usually happens at the end.
Excellent.
Hi, everybody. We've literally just started. Sam has been
Guys.
through a recap, and we've literally just been here for 5 minutes saying nothing because we don't know what to do next. So riveting, I know.
To your
yes.
DM, I will sort of point out options that I can think are available for you here, if you think that would help.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have the information to learn Teleportation Circle, which would be what you need to go into Archivicula. One of the people in there, of the mages that you could free, is the Abjura here. And she could be able to help you figure out what's really going on here. Certainly would have access to the Prime Tower, and would be a living member of staff. Also knew your mother quite well. But it's going to be a hard fight into Archivicula. The Infirmary is still here as one of the unexplored towers with potential magical secrets that it holds, as are the taverns and the sports ground and the student accommodation, although you don't think there's going to be a lot in there.
Spell books.
A lot of spell books of students who have probably long passed. You might find, by investigating there, a few sort of gems of spells, if that's what you're looking for. You have 2 items, at least, that you have not yet identified.
Yeah.
An amulet and a staff. You can also go back to the Halls of Learning, because it'll probably be around this time that you realize the abjuration magic worked in turning you away, messing with your head, and you know pretty much where it happened, so you know where you would have to go through to get to that office and get some powerful abjuration magic. And you might learn more about the Abjura that you're going to try and save Eildweir. You might learn a bit more about her from her personal effects in there. You also have the Leviathan, the ship that is waiting in the bay with the crew there, who seem settled for now and have not, lit flares and said, "We got to go." Is another point where you could get out of here, but you would have to sail back through the storm that shrouds this place. Knowing that you could teleport back to the Conjuration Wing, because you now have the spell to do so, but a little bit more difficult there. You also have the Conjuration runes for the Heart of Rebellion in Halcyon near Pearlite, so could teleport there. Teleportation Circle has opened a lot of doors with that regard there.
Or circles, as it were.
One more level, we can open up the entire world with this teleport.
Beyond that, there is wilderness unexplored below the sort of the confines of the school, but you don't think there's likely to be much there. There is
Does your grandmother live here?
No. Not that the party necessarily know where Diana's family are from.
She's in the forests of Fenrion somewhere.
Also, where Dewey's family hail from.
Oh my god, we're related!
You also... I can't remember the next
All
one.
elves are related!
All elves are related.
Is that not true?
You also have the sending spell. You have multiple people that you can check on that you know are out there. People like Lelic Rents, who is a member of the Penitent Conscriptus, who you have definitely pissed off by shooting down their leader with a ballista bolt after killing the Leviathan.
Great to know what's happening.
Dropped the Leviathan on us, so... Sorry to piss you off, but we'd rather not die to keep you chill.
Oh yeah, it was the right move.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
You have rebels that you know all over the southern half of the continent. Oh, and you also have a I can't remember the word they used, but a significant vampire that is currently buried under the school. But you know where they are.
We'll put a pin in that one.
Put a pin in that one. And
Yay,
the companion...
I feel like we're on the council table. Yay or nay to vampire release?
Nay!
Nay!
Nay,
Good.
nay.
Moving on.
The other thing is your currently absent party member is in the transmutation wing, crafting some kind of powerful item. They may need your help with that at some point, but currently they have not made any effort to contact you. They have a familiar that can fly and can probably get to you as and when. I think that's everything that comes to my mind in
There's
terms
two
of your
things
options.
that Sam didn't say. You could also potentially contact Senna. He's also in the heart of the Empire, probably doing some stuff.
Yeah.
And somehow deal with the student population. In some way.
Yes. Okay. Well, Diana has literal hundreds of hours worth of spells to copy in, so unless you want to do something, she's gonna be doing that. I'm gonna start with teleportation circle and fly. I feel like they might be important if we want to, get out of Dodge.
Okay.
So yeah, she's gonna do something she doesn't usually do and like go to bed and then get up early.
Good morning, Diana. Everyone else is already awake.
Fuck! She's like, oh, it's so early, and everyone's like been awake for hours. But oh, okay.
So I believe wizard. I haven't played a wizard in a while. Hour per level, unless you are a savant. So for these two, a 5th level and a 3rd level, it will take you 8 hours. Probably 5th level and then lunch and then start learning fly, if that makes sense.
It's good to take every hour. Take 5-minute break to stretch your legs and stretch your back, not to cause atrophy.
I will say, if that is what you're doing, make me an insight check as you are reading a long dead wizard's notes.
Okay.
Even if it is a spell.
Yeah, who's this? This one?
This is fresh in your mind because this only happened yesterday. This is teleportation from the conjurer known as Alice Maddox. I don't know why, but I love that name.
It's such a good name. Oh, yeah, Sam.
Anything with an X in it, except for Twitter.
Except for Twitter, yeah.
I heard it come out my mouth. Okay, it's a 12.
12.
I think it's very funny.
You see a lot of focus on. A lot of these notes are like rushed, and where they clearly could have spent more time to. It's not rushed in a. I'm going to make this dangerous to do kind of way. Rushed in a. They could have thought about how they were going to structure this out in their notes, and they instead just wrote everything down at once and wrote things in the margins here and there, enough to make sense to them, but you're having to like constantly turn the page to see where they've written something on a 90-degree angle in a different coloured ink in order to make it easier to read for themselves.
I feel like
this is someone. I think on that insight check, you get the impression this is somebody who was like,
she has
nope,
ADHD.
next thing, do it, next. Could be ADHD.
Yes.
Could be that she's just super like, I want to get this done. Anything. Nothing deserves, like, even spell writing does not deserve me sitting down and taking time and making it fancy. Just get it done on the page. Next thing.
I appreciate that. It's busy. Busy person. I like it.
Cool.
All right.
What are other people doing just so during this morning?
I think Halibut is going to go outside and wait. In the tower that we're in the library tower, are there windows on higher levels or no?
There are no windows on the higher levels. It's almost like there is a single story, and then from the outside you see as it becomes like an asymptote reaching a singular, almost finite upward point. But on the inside, they go up and up and up and up. On this first level, which is not very high, let me check my map, but I believe there are like no windows because that could fuck with like space-time continuum stuff. No, there is like no windows. There are pillars like every 15 feet or so. I can even move you back onto that map if that makes things a little bit lovely. Yeah.
They are, but they're like this big.
They're like tiny, so you like had to press up against it because looking at the outside and the inside of the building at the same time could really fuck with someone's head. A lot of transmutation going on to make this possible.
I think Halbert is going to set his chessboard outside and think of a plan to deal with the students.
The plan.
Make a... Actually, no, you can just think of a plan if you would like for any sort of specific, like, extra bits, and you can ask, and then we can roll checks about it, if that makes sense.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
I have a good idea in my brain.
Okay. I think having the chessboard in front of you helps as you, like, all of these pieces
Yes.
to visualize it. Yeah, I think, as ever, Dagwen will be right with you. She will not be leaving your side.
Do you think we'll die if we do that?
Which bit's us?
Yes. That bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I moved
See,
back.
because I meant you, like, drags them all towards the middle there. So.
Which bit, sorry?
Yeah. That bit
Yes.
there. See the dragon? It's surrounded by everything else. It's getting there. Needs a little fine tuning.
I'm the dragon, aren't I?
We're all the dragon.
We're all the dragon. Okay.
But yes.
Well, if we could find somewhere where we can get out and they can't follow us. But here, that's just here. Where else is like that?
I look over to the stadium. Maybe there. Could
Explore
act as a
it.
giant cage, potentially.
Hmm.
How to stop them from climbing. How to ensure all the exits are closed off.
Maybe we don't even need to... Depends on what we're trying to do, right? If we're trying to keep them there forever, yeah, we need to stop them from climbing. If we just need them holed up for a couple hours, that might do a job.
I would like a bit more of a semi-permanent illusion. Maybe not all of them, but a majority of them. Just so it's easier to walk around in this area without feeling imminent death is always upon us.
Well, we know what... if we're trying to make a trap, we know what lures them.
Yes.
Miasma seems to... They seem to be smart enough to avoid danger. They at least snuffed out fire.
Yes. They're smart enough to see danger and come up with small, simple ideas to stop it.
Do we have oil? I think I have some oil. Not enough to, bring a fire the whole thing, but maybe the exits.
But yeah, it's important that we don't want to kill any.
Oh, God,
The
yeah.
ever threat of being disintegrated. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Hence why I want to capture them all instead of...
No, yeah, it's fair. She just gently reaches forward and knocks over the dragon in a checkmate kind of style.
This needs
All
work.
right, new plan. Continues to work.
Yeah.
What is everybody else doing?
I was gonna say, can I do a somewhat similar thing? Go outside and see the movements of the undead outside to see which areas seem more consecrated at. Try and work out a route towards like the infirmary.
Yeah. Make an investigation check.
I could do that. Ooh, that's a 31.
31. You pick out bits and pieces where they are pooling, where they're staying around. The infirmary is kind of close to where the main bulk room seems to be in this accommodation area. So you'd have to go into a bit of more of a circuitous route, but you'd have to also avoid the miasma. Even hugging the miasma might be the best strategy since they seem to be avoiding it, hugging the edge of it, that's what I should say, on your route.
Dirty
You
miasma hugger.
know that you managed to get into the towers without detection previously. It was only when a magical effect was triggered that they could then start noticing people, and there's this limited thing. So it depends on how much magic you want to take with you. But you can stealth, and that is certainly on the cards. It's not like there's no way we can get past all of them, because beyond 60 foot, they are blind, and it's 30 foot if you're not carrying anything magical or have no magical effect on you. But I think on a 31, you're aware of, you as a party have used things like Pass Without a Trace. It would definitely be an active magical effect on you, but the bonus to how well it would hide you is probably worth it still, in general terms of like, would this harm or hinder us? No, it would definitely help us to still have that spell going, if that makes sense. Especially if you were going to bring magic items anyway, because they would still have that 60 foot range.
Okay.
Could you take us back to the map?
The general map, yes, I can.
Yeah.
For those watching, I'm just moving on the Roll20 as a like general aid memoir of here's a map of the whole area.
What are the locations to go to?
We got the infirmary, dorms, and pub, and sports ground where we haven't gone to yet. I'm edging towards infirmary because at least then we have a chance of picking up medical supplies in case we need any.
Yeah, might be worth a look.
The only other place other than the infirmary would be the dorms, in case students have left any magical stuff there, like hiding things beneath the beds and drawers and stuff like that. They may not necessarily want others to see, especially like Lelek. They cheated. Maybe other students have cheated and they got other goods that they want hidden as well.
Can I come out for a stretch? Ugh. Everybody's outside, so I was
Good
kind of lonely.
stretch. Fresh air.
Yeah, gotta stretch. I just read the spell. It says I need some stuff to be able to cast it. Pretty sure we don't have it. Chalk, ink, and expensive gems. Well, not even expensive gems. Gems.
I was gonna say I can help with the ink. I'm sure our noble friend can help with expensive gems.
Yes.
Yeah?
Chalk, I don't have.
Depends the gems. As you see, like he's like in a notebook writing, moving a piece, writing it down, moving it back, scribbling out something.
Needs 50 gold pieces worth of gems.
Just general gems or something specific?
That's all it says is gems. I don't know.
Well, I can do that. It may be a bit over than 50, but I can help with that.
Wow. Okay. Thanks. And then go back inside.
Do you need them now?
No.
We don't have chalk.
Oh yeah, chalk. So
You can make chalk quite easily.
we were talking about this before.
Fucking months ago.
Months ago we were talking about making chalk. And we
I can't
googled how to
remember
make
we
chalk.
did it.
We googled
can't
how to
remember.
make chalk.
Yeah, we did.
Of course you did.
Listen, it's a barren campaign, right, Sam?
Oh, yes. They probably have chalk in the dorms, maybe.
Probably.
I mean, so if we're going out on a scouting, then my suggestion would be maybe to go to dorms as is the closest, then the infirmary.
Okay.
I'm tempted to avoid the sports grounds. I don't see what much interest would be there.
I am very interested in the sports grounds, especially right now.
Why?
They're working out a plan to deal with the students without killing them all.
So get me some chalk, and then we can do that.
Sure thing.
Okay.
Should we
The
do a loop?
rhyme was right there.
Uh-huh.
Get me some chalk, and then we can do that, maybe.
Yeah.
Then we could do a loop. And if we're doing a loop, we might as well investigate the pub at the same time.
Pup?
The problem is the student population. If they get a whiff of us, they'll be on us quite fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And without being able to permanently stop them, they'll be chasing us until the end of the earth. Or until we die.
We know they can't see us within 60 foot.
Correct,
Without
yeah.
magic. 30 foot with
Being-
magic.
Yeah, being careful might help that as well.
Other way around. If we don't have magic, it's 30 foot. If we have magic on us, it's 60.
Yes.
Alright, should we try that then?
You finishing learning teleportation circle, or are you saying I've got like 3 hours banked and going back to it?
Yeah, I've got a couple of hours left if you wanna wait.
My plan is a bit more fine-tuning before I present it, so I'm going
Alright.
to wait for a bit more.
Yeah, working on a winning sales pitch for it. Do you want to?
Listen, it's good to have a good plan, but it's better to have a good winning pitch.
I prefer the plaid.
If we
Yes,
have a
but
few,
the better you make it sound, the more,
Alright.
the more people want to do it more.
if we have a few hours, then I would specifically want to try and find books on healing sort of magic and stuff to see what sort of items we should expect in the infirmary.
Oh, I have an amulet.
Make you have a amulet and a
Yeah.
make a investigation check for the library to sort of general healing, but also specifically that infirmary.
14.
14. General stuff about healing varies a lot, and there's a lot to learn here. None of it really pertains to the infirmary as such. But when you go into that second section, like just the second level within the library, do you remember this talks a lot about the school grounds and what to expect here and schedules and stuff? And you find a bit more about the infirmary, how it is primarily the teaching area for those studying druidic magics. It has sort of been purposed for healing in that way, but is still a druidic circle. The druids there sort of generally be considered a circle of the land, specifically the coast on this area here, if that makes sense. But certainly the first sort of few spirals are for healing of the sick, because that is what is most immediately needed. It goes into details about how the floors above were more like general, this is for druids of the circle, like full members, but you know from the distance even here that those upper spirals have been destroyed. Probably that was targeted more than the hospital, you imagine. On that roll, I think that's pretty much what you get. But definitely there's going to be more healing stuff. It's very, you can see like no pictures, but it describes it as leafy beds, vined walls. I think maybe goes into some description of this was not like so much a tower built here, so much as there was a giant snail, and this is its shell, like a giant sea snail essentially. Very natural tower.
Just gonna do that for the next couple of hours until we go.
Yeah, I'm quiet because I'm genuinely doing my research. I'm writing down all the spells that I have and what levels they are. Like, yeah.
I am very similar as well.
Yeah, you're actually like writing research. Yeah. Go.
Well, less research, more theorizing. Yeah.
I think that's an 8th level spell.
Texas, not Texas. Dagwin, could you quickly grab me the undead bro?
Alterations upon undeath. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think you guys had it on you, so
Yeah, somewhere around.
finds it, brings it over to you. Give you a Rex.
That is
What
a
kind of
problem.
items?
Yeah, it points to like a section of it.
Yes, I also know how to speak cryptic. Just what's the problem?
The problem is how the various schools of magics alter the students. We don't know the specifics of their powers. Because some can teleport. Theoretically. Using conjuration magic. Conjuration. That's how, yes. Which nullifies any physical barrier put in our way, but it still takes out a good majority of them, even if some of them do have conjuration.
Yeah. I guess it depends on what magic they ate last.
It does.
Part of a balanced diet.
Which would determine how would we get them to eat the correct magic, which is the correct.
Or if we, yeah. Like you said, make them eat a different kind of magic, something that's completely not useful to them.
But we don't know what that is, because we don't know what abilities they get with certain magics. Transmutation seems useless. It's used as a storeroom.
Itself really big or really small.
That could be problematic.
What if you, I don't know, surely a necromantic, what's that going to do? Make them more dead?
Could make them smarter. But yeah, that other than illusion, nothing else really springs to mind.
Another one that I beat up
Yes,
take
you're the only one of us has had actually physical contact with things and fought them.
I mean, I think some of them made physical contact with Diana as she was running, and Taxes.
Yeah, there was less of an actual fight.
Yeah, I don't, From what I can recall of a fight, it wasn't fighting with training or purpose beyond a wild animal, but you could tell there was some intelligence there. Maybe its claws seemed unusually sharp, but that might just be the case for any of them.
Yes.
Where were we? Transmutation?
Yes, transmutation, enchantment. Enchanting's one little body.
Many things I don't know. How magic will affect these things. I know, fair amount. I still beat you in Dragon Chess.
One time. In like 30 years, Dagwin. A lot is going on.
Not that much.
Everyone let me live this down.
You're losing your edge, old man.
Perhaps you are right. As he scribbles furiously in a notebook.
Okay. I think about
Yeah. What's Garrick doing at this in this time?
Garrick is sort of sitting aside, keeping an eye on the ghouls around to make sure they're not all crowding around somewhere. Make an insight check, actually. He's definitely looking out, but what he's looking out for?
Oh, that was 11.
11. He's looking out in the direction of the halls of learning specifically. Why exactly? It's hard to say.
Mike, can I be there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Hey, just keeping half an eye out for a bunch of zombies go swarming after a shorter friend. Nothing so far. Don't know what he's doing in there, but.
Okay.
What about you? How's the learning?
Good. Have we finished by now? Maybe.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
there.
I'm almost done. Yeah.
Excellent. I mean, fucking amazing. So we can actually teleport.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's
Need some
fucking
chalk.
amazing, you know. We need chalk. The only thing that blocks us and near perfect power is a lump of chalk.
Chalk, I know.
Crazy how these things work. But I don't know. Some magic. I should have been studying as well. I'm sorry. I'm a bit preoccupied.
Are you okay? What are you thinking about?
Thinking is never great when we split up. I'm thinking there's a flying undead wizard out there who seems very keen on you in a tutor capacity
Sure.
and in a you're my ticket to freedom capacity.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we've been down the road before, like I said yesterday. We've been down the promised power thing, but this one we can actually talk to. This one we can actually. I want to look him in his eyes before we do anything.
Yeah.
He's a dwarf, specifically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should do that. Yeah, I know exactly. I want Taxes to be able to do the thing as well. Do the thing.
Oh, inside.
Yeah, that's that thing that you
That's
do.
the thing. I'll do the inside.
No, we want you to go and look at the lich dude, and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Because at the moment it's just me in my head, and I don't know if he's lying or not. So I spoke to my mom in the book.
Right. This is normal now, yeah.
Yeah. Book mom. And she... Oh, we spoke about the big orb in her office.
Right. Yeah, that thing.
That
I
thing.
completely forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I actually wrote any notes. She says it was... So I have the actual name written down?
I do somewhere. Certainly it said yesterday.
Dude,
The orb of
for sure.
Ilmirov.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's apparently the idealized version of yourself when you look into it. So it doesn't
Right.
necessarily show you the future. It's the future that you
want to see.
want to see. Yeah. Right now. What did you see again?
I saw myself with flour on my... I was wearing an apron, I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's a lie.
It's definitely a lie.
It's definitely a lie. I don't need to roll for that. There's no way.
You can believe it's a lie.
Yeah. I don't remember. It was literally yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, no, she said that she saw something similar when, she was a bit younger.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, she said she saw, like, herself was a powerful wizard, and which is what I saw. And other things like her in a wedding dress.
Right.
um,
Uh,
her pregnant, and her in like as a baker, covered in flour.
I don't think I ever saw your ma cook one time.
No, but maybe she wanted to.
Yeah, maybe. I get what you
Okay.
gesture. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I don't know if I'd call it my idealized self, but yeah. Maybe that's part of what I'm fighting for, and maybe that's the future I'm hoping for, and we all hopefully looking for a time when it's as simple as all I need to do is keep people fed and
people.
maybe little people.
Little people. I didn't think you wanted that.
I didn't think I knew I wanted that.
Alright. Well then, I guess we have something to fight for. I mean, obviously, we have something to fight for.
Creation of races and religions
Yeah,
and magic and
every single person ever. Yeah, and
and
also,
after that, all of
and then
it,
after that,
family.
yeah.
Family would be nice. He reaches out a hand to grab yours and just holds, squeeze
Aww.
the hand.
What a romantic situation and a romantic view.
Ghouls just they're sort of warbling cricket-like noises.
This was the best date ever. Date.
Date. Heavy quotation. So,
Yeah.
you know the teleportation circle spell, and I'll even say you can have it prepared as your list of spells for today, because today.
Oh, I haven't prepared any spells, so yes.
Then put it on there.
Then I
Definitely.
should do things in
Does
my character sheet that I've neglected for months.
Interesting question. Do you have the spell magic prepared today?
I did yesterday, yeah. So I haven't done anything yet, but I would have done, seeing as where we are.
Yes, makes sense.
Let me take a long rest, because I haven't done that either.
Cool. Yeah, definitely do that.
Sam, does the necrotic book mention anything of how they eat magic?
Make an investigation check.
Dargwin, are you assisting me? Dargwin, are you assisting me?
I do not know how to. What are you trying to do?
Try to find how they eat magic.
You want me to help you read a book?
I have one eye, Dagwood.
I can hold it for you. She cannot. Like, there's not really.
I roll a 50, it's fine.
15. You find
investigation.
Nice
16
try, I
something.
guess.
you find the page about who to drudge. You see almost like autopsy drawings of this central cone that forms the stump of their neck and goes sort of down into their gullet, and theories on how this particular shape is conducive to absorbing and intake of magic. HotBobbert does not know that shape existing before. The rest of you had seen it before, as the intake of a Rapid Rider prototype project. Rapid Rider had that very same intake. Very engineering finds that this animal has had evolved the exact same thing thousands of years before, that kind of thing. Like finding cog teeth in a cricket lake. It's like, oh yeah, nature just got there way before we did.
So they just they can hold, like, say, a magical item and just like suck the magic out of it.
Potentially, just absorbing off of the ambient magic of it. But if too many of them at once, then yeah, it could fully dispel the magic of a magic item.
I wonder if they could eat a spell effect.
Certainly seems to give the impression that if an active spell is being cast, that they could try and absorb that magic.
You fucking writes something down.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plan. Is everyone ready? Phil, you are muted. Sorry, dude, you're far away. My old Manny is...
He just
Ready.
announces I have a plan, and everybody is like hundreds of meters away. Get closer.
No one's listening. Oh wait.
Dewey makes a quip, but he's too far away for people to hear, so he comes up and then he's like, the moment's passed. All right, what is your idea?
It's open for suggestions, but the best idea I have so far is we can get Diana's undead wizard friend, Talvarion, to cast a high-level spell, drawing all of the undead in again, if he's willing. This will bring the concentration of undead closer to the sports grounds. But it also clears out pathways that we can walk to the sports grounds. So step 2, get to the sports grounds. Step 3 would be trying to secure the sports grounds, because from what I can see, and when walking past it and walking at it now, the walls look somewhat intact, at least enough to hold a high quantity of people in like sort of a cage type formation. So if we could get there and secure it to close off all the exits, like bar 1, from them to get in, that could be good. So with Talvarion's spell drawing all of the undead closer, one of Diana's spells, potentially less powerful, but would not need to be more powerful because they're technically closer. So they would still draw the same amount of number of undead to the tower, to the sports grounds. But the spell I think Diana should cast to draw them in will be the spell I provided on the boat, Diana's Tower. It's a high enough level spell. Well, we could make it higher level to make a tower taller than the sports grounds.
We'll put that
It
back
also
then.
provides a fortress where we can close and make our way to the top as the undead are trying to get to the bottom. And as we get to the top, we could fly our way out of there, because we also could power fly. And then, once we loop our way out, they'll be trying to consume the tower that's constant magic, where we could loop around and close off their exit. Thus, hopefully, keeping them, at least a majority of them, secured into the sports grounds, leaving us a little bit of more room to wander. There are some cliff notes that
Yeah, those.
we could potentially give them some, I don't know if you know any illusion spells, but some illusion magic structures we can put around the sports grounds that they could also absorb, thus limiting their magical variety and making them more, predictable.
So, I may only be allowed to maybe only be capable of casting one at a time. It depends what it is.
Right.
My illusion spell, I can only really do. I can do that one, and then I can do another one that's not as requires so much concentration. You know.
So what would require that much concentration? Would the towers require that much concentration?
No.
That spell does not require it.
So my idea would be to draw them all in with the tower initially.
Uh-huh.
After that's cast, you can cast an illusion magic outside. And as we make our way to the top, maybe that illusion's already disappeared, but if not, we can cast... Well, you can cast fly. It revolves mostly around you, Diana.
Oh, great.
Magic being the bait, unfortunately.
Okay.
We could climb to the top of the tower, cast fly. The illusion will disappear, but the tower will still be there, so hopefully some of them got their fill on the illusion, and the rest will get their fill on the tower. Potentially.
Agwin says, okay, if I just break this down as, like, how it would make sense... They wouldn't speak like that, sorry. Agwin said, okay, I'm going to break this down to how this makes sense in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Step 1 of the plan, we asked Tel Valerion, that was their name, right?
Yes.
To draw them at least closer to the sports ground, that area in the miasma, if they can even move them that far. Step 2 is Diana casts a powerful enough version of this tower to lift us high above the ground, but also draw them in from a wide radius, enough to capture everything within the miasma as well.
Yes.
Or near the miasma. Step 3 is we climb to the top of the tower as they are all rushing in. And step 4 is we fly out of there. I know I can do that for a short time.
But Miss
then-
Diana just acquired a spell that would allow, much like the captain's spell, that allowed us to fly.
Okay. Garrick's gonna have a little think to themselves as well.
Another potential avenue, we could try and figure out how to get Garrick's memories back that Pierre stripped from him. That could provide us some more intelligence on how these creatures work, because he fought them before. And then something about eggs and flour. No, that's a different note. My apologies.
Are you gonna cook?
Something about chalk. Don't matter.
Well, we won't know what is possible with the tower unless we see it or spy it from afar.
Mm-hmm.
So either we go and scout it out and see how feasible this is, or we... No, I don't have another plan.
Step 6 is win.
Oh, good. Hey, buddy. kind of in the middle of something. kind of doing something here.
That's it.
Yeah.
Halibut dies.
Just sort of... Yeah. Thank you.
Dagwin, are you
Yeah.
focusing? Dagwin?
Oh, yeah, got that.
Dagwin's faces. Dagwin just like flunks some Greta.
Back in the room, Dagwin.
Sorry, I was thinking about...
Really? At this moment in time?
Oh, Milo! Boom! Milo comes back. Hey! Milo! Hello.
Oh, you have a monkey for spying on us on the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Well,
so the
I
monkey
think it
where?
was a different capuchin monkey.
Different capuchin.
Yep.
Of course.
Understand.
You,
Diana, of course.
Well, what do people think of that plan?
okay.
Be
Yes.
gentle. I have been working on it for 8 hours.
It's risky. We've not been down to the
I have fled.
down to the stadium. Am I still muted again?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
No.
Nope.
Oh, no, I actually remembered how it works. Yeah, it's risky. We've not been down there before, which means there's a lot of variables, I guess, we might not have thought of. We might end up needing to rethink and then have a hasty retreat on our hands.
Yes, a problem. It could take multiple days, depending on how extensive the damage on the sports grounds is and how long it will take to repair it into a defendable / containing manner.
Okay. I can.
But I don't. Well, the hope would be it contains all of them perfectly and they all stay there. But that's unlikely to happen. Some of them could leak out, as in they all climb on each other's shoulders enough for some of them to come over the top. But hopefully the damage from falling would either kill them or leave them damaged enough and leave them in fewer number enough that they're not too much of an issue. This is the plan to wipe out the 400 plus out of the 500, say.
That's so the latter of that is certainly seems kind of likely that they so long as they don't find an easy way out somehow, like it'll those that get out there won't be as many of them.
Exactly.
And if they fall and are badly damaged, potentially won't get
Exactly.
back as our fault and have us expelled.
Or
Shouldn't. It
worse,
had nothing to do with
killed.
Is that how this island works? I don't really understand the island or
The other way around.
education.
Which I understand.
Formal education. Are all schools like this? I don't know.
it. Absolutely not. Other than, we could cause violence to the students, and the worst that would happen would be Talvarion gets notified that we're attacking students, as long as we don't kill them, obviously. But, Talvarion already knows we're here, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay. So, I can only get 4 people to fly.
Maximum.
Max.
So what is that? Bagman could fly on her own.
I can maybe carry someone. A little.
Dewey, or smaller, No offense. Is that something that offends? I don't know.
I'm small. It's
Yes. Small.
Extremely. That's
potential.
All right.
Or someone could stay hidden near the potential exit and entrance to the sports grounds and close it while the last of the undead are coming. They would have to be extremely stealthy. And it would be extremely dangerous, so probably not a worthwhile endeavor.
Yeah,
So
there
who-
is that.
High risk, middling reward. Sounds like most of what we do, to be honest.
Very much.
Even if we did the flying thing, there would still be one person left behind, wouldn't it? Even if you are carrying someone. That's something the last one.
Depending on Diana's spell power, Diana could just teleport her out. Using the newly acquired teleportation suit.
I need another circle to teleport to.
You have my ancestor's circle.
Yes, yeah.
The Conjuration Hall.
Assuming
the
they're
Conjuration
all
Hall.
gone, yeah.
Assuming the plan works.
Assuming the plan works.
And it definitely will. That's how these things
So,
work.
emphasis on the word assuming.
Yes.
Alright, I'm up for it.
We know they can. We know they can hear as well.
Yes.
So
Do you want me to sing?
we don't even need to rely on a powerful spell casting. If Talal can get them close, we can make enough noise with they come running regardless of a spell cast, or at least get enough of them close. But then when we do cast a spell, we get everyone. Just gotta make enough noise to get them within. I don't know how many feet it is that they can feel a spell, but if they're all running here because they can hear us,
Roughly 100 at 0 spell level.
so what? If it's the most powerful spell we can cast, quarter mile, I don't.
Roughly.
Then from, I suppose, something like that. You just need to be loud enough, and I don't know if you've met this lot long enough to know how loud it
I've
is.
heard stories. But the
Good.
problem is we might need the tower to crawl into for defense purposes.
We could do both.
We could do both. I'm good at the old
Wouldn't they?
triangle or a harp. If we have a good harp, could attempt
Oh my
for
god,
many
that is
years.
the most you thing you've ever said. Except for, like, since the last thing that you said earlier about the diamonds.
Ah, yes. You still need
Ugh.
those? Do you need those now?
What was that?
Do you need those now?
Yeah, please. Yeah, they need to be ground up.
No, Dagmar's got a hammer.
In your head, you hear Halibut. Are you sure that's okay?
I don't see much of an option right now.
Out. Dag would say, okay, yeah, that's something I can do. Metal hammer, still harder than diamond, right?
Given the right amount of pressure and grinding, it should work.
You're in, I guess.
Give me 1 moment. Sitting under here thinking, gosh me, is there a bathroom in this tower?
Of course there is!
Pretty.
Yeah.
That's
Require the bathroom.
fancy. Is he alright? I don't know. I wouldn't ask that. I don't care.
I feel like anyone who says they require a bathroom means they're going out in a small window. You go through.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
established there is no windows in this tower.
Ah, no windows. You cannot die the dash. From the library of Telora.
That's what it's called. Alright, cool. Are we assuming that it's been 8 hours and I have the fly spell as well?
Yeah, from the sounds
Yeah.
of it, the plan is to wait until you put both spells in your
Okay.
arsenal.
All.
That being said,
Excuse
I am
me.
quickly going to the bathroom.
Oh,
Okay.
Character,
Well,
makes sense.
alright then.
yeah.
I also have Dimension Door, which I was gonna ask, would it be better for me to put Fly or Dimension Door in?
Dimension to being a 4th level, I mean, it's only an extra hour instead of flying.
Depends.
You
What?
also have time. It's if
Yeah.
an 11-hour day is a long stretch from 7 a.m. till what is that? Till 8 p.m.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Oh,
obviously, because it's just one less than the 12-hour shift. So yes, it would be 8 p.m. if you were learning, and you would get all 3 spells, and you would be going out at night, which harms your vision, and that's about it.
have another nap.
You could literally spend today saying, I'm going to get all these spells on board, and then tomorrow we go.
Did you hear that, Doran?
My apologies. Yes.
Yeah?
So
Dimension Door as well?
it would be beneficial if you could only get 4 of us to fly, and then you could teleport yourself out.
Yeah.
My only thing would be is if we could get Telerion to do the magic thing now, make our way to the sports grounds, and while we're preparing to get the right spells prepared, we could also check out the sports grounds, repair it, such and such. And then we can stay there overnight.
Overnight. Oh, in the tower.
In the sports grounds.
In the tower.
The problem with the tower would summon all of them close by.
Yeah. Oh, you want to sleep in the sports grounds?
But it could already be full of them.
I'm confused.
But Telvarion will draw them in. So you'll take all of them out of the sports grounds. We'll go there and prepare the area. Say.
Telvarion casts a spell today, draws everything on the island like he did last time, which would draw them out of the sports ground. You guys hole up there, even though they would leak back in over the course of the next few hours during the long rest. As long as you'd hidden yourself well enough, they might not be able to find you.
Exactly. And if they can leak their way back in, it would also show more weaknesses that we need to patch up.
There's risk. There's risk with any plan.
Yes. There is.
Okay. Okay, so it's if I put Dimension Door in as well, then it'll be like 8 p.m. like you said. So did you want to wait till tomorrow and
I've said my piece. We could just wait for tomorrow.
I think it's a plan worth sleeping on.
There's
There's a lot of risk involved.
It is a lot of risk.
okay.
Okay. You, as a party, you learn Dimension Door as well. Another spell added to your list, your ever-growing spell book. And yeah, you're able to long rest in this place. Phil.
Sorry, yeah. As there's a lot of study and stuff going on, Dewey will have taken some time to go outside and just kind of, because there are like a number of the drudges moving about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
They're not perfectly static.
Oh, are they?
They're not. Some of them are like perfectly static and just standing there, like
Yeah.
very, but some of them are like moving around to like.
Yeah. So
you could try and figure out why, but vaguely they are. Yeah.
Yeah, just try and study, see if you can like figure anything out that will help, like with potential moving around them that might give a little bit more like distance, etc. That kind of thing might be able to move somewhat closer to them without them realizing, kind of thing. Or whether had we determined they had like a kind of like a blind sight once it's within a certain distance?
That's what we've been discussing, is that 60 foot is their blind sight if you are under a magical effect or have things with a magical effect, like a magic item. 30 foot is what they can still detect things within
whatever is within 30 foot. Fair enough. If there's any remote sort of pattern or anything in the way they move when nothing's particularly near them or happening near them.
Because of the way you're asking this question, like detecting patterns in this way, following them, I'm going to say you can roll either insight or survival or investigation, I think technically would apply here as well. But that's not how you, a ranger, are picking this out. You are studying them as you would study herds, if that makes sense.
An animal. I was going to say an animal, but yeah, if you're okay with that, then survival would be
survival.
The idea being trying to negotiate dangerous environment.
Yeah.
And that's a natural 1. So it's not very high. No, it isn't.
Oh.
It's 12.
Still has.
I ask you, Phil, what distracts Dewey in this moment? Because normally you're very good at this, and the natural 1 is being unlucky. So what
Dewey is very good at this, at watching living creatures move and picking up like small habits, but these aren't living creatures, so he's just like, he spends hours just basically with with all the writing and things like that that's been going on. Yeah, he sort of comes back in and he's like, that was a waste of time. I didn't really learn anything. It just seemed random, and if we get too close, that's it. They're gonna go for you. I haven't really learned anything about their movement because they're dead, and I'm used to studying living things.
I think there's a point where you're like, there's either no point to me trying to study them like they're animals, or you begin to get this like sick feeling in your stomach of, I'm studying these undead like they are animals and they were people once, and that feels wrong.
Actually, yeah, that's a very Dewey vibe. Actually, yeah, that
and
fits.
Just like, I can no longer think about it in this way, and my brain won't let me, and then you just have to take a step back.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Unlucky on that roll.
Did you roll the pink dice?
I did.
Then it's yours.
You sure it's not yours?
No, it's yours.
A new day breaks. It is the 14th. Fuck it up again. Noir.
You're now.
Nail Naur.
Yo. Now.
Yo.
Now.
Naur. Your now. It is the 14th of your now.
You now or what?
You're now a rabbit. Poo. Worm magic.
Flapper!
Why am I still missing an eye?
Yeah. Sun rises as it did before. I think, Diana, your eyes hurt having spent so long yesterday just constantly reading.
But not as much as they would have if she took multiple breaks.
I did take multiple breaks.
Yeah, see? They would have hurt way more.
Oh yeah, okay, that's the way. I am also sleeping a little bit later. Until someone wakes me up. This is how it usually goes. So.
I think you begin to have an appreciation as well that rations would not last you forever in here. You had plenty that you took off of the ship, assuming you'd be here for several days.
We've been here for a while now. We need to find
some
actual food.
Well, I need to work out exactly how long you've been here at some point, but at least this is your 4th day you're waking up to on the island? No.
Yeah.
At least. There's the book fort.
Yeah, you arrived, all
4
the challenges.
Nights, maybe. 4
book
nights.
4 nights, I think. This is,
I want proper food. I don't want to eat this anymore.
Unless the wizards discovered the magical art of tinned food, that's probably not going to be something
or
we...
a refrigerator.
It did, well, there was mention that the pubs have a way to conjure food or have food there.
Oh, fantasy replicators. I like it.
Something like that. But if with my plan, Talvarian will draw everything in, and on the way, there is the pub.
You say it like that.
Well.
So we could pick up some new food.
Get the beers in, I understand what you mean, yeah.
Well, let's not get too crazy. We still need to execute a very dangerous plan.
Big IPA.
But I haven't had wine in a very long time.
Wine wouldn't go bad, and also really bad ale, and rum.
If there's any ale left there, it's probably really bad. It's unless they have this.
Isn't that our IPA was made for? Maybe not 50 years worth, but yeah. Anyway.
Don't we still have the elderflower wine?
Oh yeah.
Oh
no. We've probably drunk that by now.
Elderflower?
It is in one of those fancy...
it's like a lavender liqueur or something like that.
It was a lavender
gin.
Lavender gin, that's it.
Yeah. Oh, we've been drinking that, right? Studying,
I
drinking some
also
water, gin.
have your diamonds. Would you want me to? Do you want Dragon to
Ooh.
crush them up now?
Yeah. That'd be great.
Dagwin, I'll leave it to you.
Only like
Dagwin's
50
gonna
goals
roll
worth, though.
a quick insight check.
That's all I need. Really.
Dagwin's eyes shoot up towards you as you hand her the diamonds, and there's a message in your head, and you just hear the question, where?
It's not important.
Again in your head, you need to take care of yourself.
Does he shit them out? Oh my god, he shits them
Like
out.
a golden goose.
He shits them out. He went to the toilet, he came back with diamonds.
It's been a day.
And then there's this conversation. Oh my god, he actually shits out diamonds. That must hurt so much. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
All in
Oh
my
my
head.
gosh,
The conversation
you need
specifically
healing?
happened in my head.
Secret is out.
Secret is not out.
I'm a doctor for a reason.
Yeah, you were forced to heal yourself.
Dagwin puts the
so
diamonds in a
shocked.
cluster on the stairs of this shop.
Yeah,
on
they're
the
fucking. They're crazy.
Library. She's gonna make
Ow.
a string.
Ow!
It takes Dagwin the better part of at least 10 minutes of repeated hammer blows, sweeping it back up. Hammer blows. Initially, it takes maybe a minute before you start seeing the cracks in these diamonds, and then once we're getting once we start a big split, then it goes. And by the end of 10 minutes, pulverized diamonds there. How much of those diamonds worth? Is a good question.
That's the question for you, Sam. I would say 11 billion, please. Thank you.
The mechanics of it, if 11 billion, you know what happens if you have given her 11 billion.
True.
So
means you have to shit
I'm
more
gonna
out.
I'm gonna say the mechanics of this for it to be less noticeable. I'm gonna say there's probably a good 200 gold pieces worth of diamonds there, and I think
Diamond
that's
dust.
diamond dust now. But you gave her 200 gold pieces worth of diamonds. You won't be able to do that for a while.
Yeah.
At least not without people noticing.
It's because your butt is gonna hurt.
Butt's gonna hurt from all the blood.
Yeah, all
I
the-
need
all the
more
blood.
bandages.
And then the hemorrhoids that follow.
On that note, I do need more bandages. I am running low.
Also, I forgot to identify the things.
For the third
You
time
did.
in a row. Third day.
Would you like to ritually cast it or just cast identify?
I don't have enough
Ritually cast identify. That is fair enough.
The
So I would say the first hour.
They're
It's
having
2 hours to do
breakfast,
this.
which is just
You're having breakfast. You take some time.
jerky.
Gets to mid morning. The amulet. I want to be specific in the name of this thing. I know what it's called, or at least I think I know what it's called.
Health.
No. Against.
Oh, portents. Hold up.
Portents, roll your portents.
It's important.
The amulet you found in the abjuration hall, hidden away, is an amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
While
that's
wearing the
very
amulet,
useful.
you are hidden from divination magic, and you can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying senses. It requires attunement to wear.
Give that to Zeek.
Yes. Holy
That's
shit.
insane. That's insane.
That's useful.
Mark that in your inventory.
What is it?
Oh, it stops people seeing you in magical ways like this, like scrying and stuff. Which is super useful, because that's how they
That is,
found us every time.
That'd be useful.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, they found Zeek every time.
Oh,
I
And
found
Klein
Zeek every
found
time.
us.
Yeah.
this is happening the entire time.
Yeah.
You see the concern in his face.
You're wearing a mask.
Now I'm like, yes, I wasn't being over, fearful. The mask was a good idea. Good job, Halibut. Good job.
Talks to himself too.
I have 100 Dagwens, like not many Topaz Dragonlords around though, so
You spend most of your time in the house anyway.
true. The
I doubt you
staff.
Told
neighbors
you
think.
it was danger. You knew it was dangerous when you came.
Oh, of course.
The staff is a staff of swarming insects.
Yeah.
This is a rare staff. It requires attunement by a bard, a cleric, a druid, a sorcerer, a warlock, or a wizard. Basically, anybody who's a dedicated spellcaster. I would add witch onto there if we had a dedicated witch. The staff has 10 charges and regains a d6 plus 4 at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, a swarm of insects consumes and destroys the staff and it disperses.
Ew.
Basic stuff there. Spells. Whilst holding the staff, I'm going to say it requires attunement as well because the wording of this is wrong. Whilst holding the staff and attuned to it, you can use... No, it doesn't require attunement. I am wrong. It doesn't require attunement. Although it's got a big A next to it. No, what am I talking about? Requires attunement by a bard. So. Ignore me. It does require attunement. While attuned and holding the staff, you can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following 2 spells, using your own spell save DC. 4 charges to cast Giant Insect, wherein you transform up to 10 centipedes, or 3 spiders, or 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into a giant version of their natural form. For example, centipedes become giant centipedes, spiders become giant spiders, giant wasps, giant scorpion. I would say you could attempt to try and do this on the locusts that you have found in the area as well, if you would
Nope.
like to.
Or birds? Question mark.
Birds are not insects. There's a specific spell called Giant Insect.
What do you know? You're not like a vet or something.
5 charges from the staff, and you can cast Insect Plague, which fills a area with swarming, biting locusts. A 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point that you choose. They take 4d10 piercing damage on a failed con save, and must do that whenever they enter the spell's area for the first time or end their turn there, and it lasts for 10 minutes as long as you concentrate on it. Just a very solid radius effect spell. The final thing on the staff is Insect Cloud. Whilst holding the staff, you can use an action and expend a charge to cause a swarm of harmless flying insects to spread out in a 30-foot radius from you. They remain there for 10 minutes, making their area heavily obscured for creatures other than you. The swarm moves with you, remaining centered on you, but a wind of at least 10 miles an hour disperses the swarm and ends the effect. So, fog cloud that follows you, but they're not fog, it's bugs.
That's disgusting.
It's really gross.
Probably
That's
argue that,
Really
like,
gross.
large area effect, things like fireball probably kill those bugs as well, if that makes sense.
Did you say this, Diana?
Well, I'm like,
What?
Like,
oh.
you do identify and then you'd place it down, but this one you're kind of like,
Yeah, I'm just like, it does a lot of bug stuff. You can, like, you can summon a load of bugs. They can then form a cloud of bugs, and then you can even make them bigger. And have a big bug.
I will say, for fun, because of the nature of Identify spell, you learn a little bit more. This was created by Alice Maddox.
Yeah.
And she was using it to... You gained from the spell, but she created this to help her, aid her with study of something referred to as Newick locusts.
Oh, these things? Maybe? Newick.
Newick. Neh, I believe apostrophe WICK.
Frightens all the undead locusts.
Yeah, they these things? Ugh.
You've seen, I think Dewey has seen like the locusts alongside the Hoodoo Drudge, and you can like hear them in the night. But you've not like captured one and had a good look at it, if that makes sense.
So this could potentially be useful in drawing the Hoodoo Drudge without needing to expend so many spell slots.
I see what you're saying.
Very
Absolutely.
gross, though.
Yep.
Why bugs?
Why
not-
bugs? Why anything?
Why not
bugs?
puppies?
It could be puppies. It could be puppies. It could be birds. It could be.
We spend
You don't-
5 slots to be surrounded by a cloud of puppies. That sounds great.
Yeah, that does sound great.
Or for Dagwin, kittens.
Hmm?
Or for Dagwin, kittens.
That canonical, but Dagwin likes
Yeah.
cats. and phases
Yeah,
out.
you do like cats. Apparently. Okay,
It's like
we
me in
doing a
real
thing?
life. Yes.
I have teleportation, fly, and dimension door.
Okay.
Do you have your tower?
Yes, I could definitely have the tower.
Make sure you know what spells are prepared before you head out. And head out you do. Where are you headed to on the map? Are you stopping by the tavern? Are you asking Telvarian to do anything
Oh, yeah.
beforehand?
Should we have a quick pee?
I was going to say, sort of, once we made the decision, let's go, but
Of
let's
course, that
actually
way
just
we've
have,
already been to the
let's have
bathroom.
the break and think
And then I
about exactly
can
the next steps.
write my spells properly, and then
I've already been
Yeah.
to the bathroom.
don't stop.
Sorry, I know it annoys Ben, so...
Dab? Let's go for a break. While Doran thinks about what they've done.
No!
Oh, we have a +1 to any roll. Thank you.
That would
That was-
be very
that
much
was-
useful in the
yeah.
future.
Hold on to that.
Hold on to that.
Oh boy. Alright, cool. See you guys in a minute. While we go and pee. Okay, bye.
We did dangerous things.
Never stop until we've won. It's time to start the revolution. We're done.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rapid Riders. Party are in the towers making plans on how to deal with the undead student population. I think we have a plan.
Yeah.
On the back.
Plan.
So,
Okay.
party are ready. But having said that, party begins to set up. But we're going to have a quick flashback, I believe, or do we just want to retcon that?
Yeah.
Just full flashback.
Flashback.
During the night in this place, all of you trepidatious, knowing what tomorrow brings, knowing what the plan is, finer points to be worked out in the morning. Tax, you, I assume, are not perfectly able to sleep and restless.
Yeah. Factors do a lot of thinking, as they usually do. We'll probably go up to Diana at one point and poke her. Usually, like how Diana pokes taxes. It's just like the other way around.
Wait, what? Hi.
No, it's weird. Ah,
Were you poking
Hey.
me? God, that's
yeah.
annoying, isn't it?
Now you understand how I feel.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry.
Um,
You alright?
yeah. Remember a couple of weeks back, and I did your hair.
Yeah. It's really good, isn't it? It's really good.
And you offered to do my hair, and I said no.
Yeah.
Would you like to do it now?
Oh yeah, totally.
Cool.
I just thought
Okay.
you didn't like the way I cut it or something. No, I mean after the last time it was a bit wonky. So. Wait, what?
Yeah, and I still had a job there.
Yeah, I know. It was really funny.
It
I
wasn't.
swear I didn't do it on purpose.
I feel like you did.
I didn't.
I ain't doing an inside check.
Go on then.
Hmm?
Go on then.
What, insight?
Yeah.
We'll say. Alright. Wow. Actually pretty low.
Oh.
Okay, 19.
I mean.
It doesn't beat your passive lying if you are.
No. I didn't lie. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
No, but yeah. If you wouldn't mind,
Yeah.
I want to get rid of the long hair, just in case it catches on stuff.
Alright, cool. Bugging you to do that for ages. Come on, let's go.
No.
I thought you liked the long hair.
Yeah. No, I would. It's been long, and mainly because keeping up appearance and stuff. But we don't have an appearance to keep up.
Yeah.
So in the feeling of experimentation, let's try.
Good. Do you want me to dye it for you as well?
I kind of like the white. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god, I forgot it was white. Like, scrap what I just said because I fucking love the white. I forgot it was white.
Your
What did
hair is
that
also
again?
kind of white. The necromancy stuff.
Yeah,
Yes.
the cloud. Oh,
Like, your hair is also kind of white.
yeah, it's the white bit of the yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna look so good. So I'm gonna start cutting it. How short? Like, do you want to go?
I think it's like proper, basically like my hair. I don't know what my hair is like.
Do you want to like shave
I'm
it
not a
bit like
hairstyle.
mine, or like not too much like?
Not too much.
Oh, okay.
Short, is it short back and sides? Short back and sides.
Ah, okay. Like that. Yeah. Okay.
It's Sam's.
Okay. With the swoosh.
With the swoosh.
We have pictures.
I feel Forge.
Okay, cool.
Oh. Also post a Hero Forge in our chat. But
Amazing. Okay, cool. I can do that.
Cool.
I can do that.
Cool. Sick.
Oh, but we gotta collect the hair. Okay.
Can we not destroy it? Or we collect the hair? I don't trust it after Zeek's.
No, God no.
Cutting bit.
We've only got one of these amulets.
Yeah. I know it's less likely for them to come back here, but still, that's a risk we'll not take.
No, exactly. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll start chopping into it.
Sick.
So, does this have anything to do with what you saw in the orb? Chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop.
I could lie and say no, but it would be a big coincidence, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you know I wouldn't even notice, so you could lie.
Also, I'm not a very good liar.
Yeah, and that, but then I...
No, I've been thinking a bit about identity and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I feel like maybe I'm not as feminine as I thought. I don't.
Did you wear a hood? rather than makeup. And and the ball was the first time I've ever seen you in like feminine clothes. To be fair.
Yeah, and I ran off and read a book.
You did. You did do that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because I don't know, but experiment.
Yeah. Hair grows back.
Hmm.
Take it all off.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Also, my mother said, I don't know if you were there for that, but my mother said it was the idealized version of yourself. Right?
Hmm.
Not necessarily the future. It's the future that you want at that moment.
Wouldn't it be a bad future?
It's a future that can definitely come true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I saw it.
Glad you did too.
Well, I don't know if I asked, what did you see?
Oh, I saw myself as like a powerful wizard in the robes of the school.
Hmm.
Like I was a teacher.
You would make a good teacher.
Would I though? Pretty
Yeah.
sure I'm a narcissist. I don't know. No, I could still teach other people.
Yeah.
Would I though?
I don't-
Maybe.
You seem to have an effect on a lot of people. You have an effect on me, so
Mhm.
I would say that's a good sign.
I have an effect on you.
Well, I'm like,
Ooh.
like, you know, I'm speaking to more people, and
Oh.
yeah,
Took your hood down that one time.
exactly.
Okay. I guess people listen to me, so maybe kids would listen. I don't know.
You don't come in contact with many kids, and I don't really want
No.
to, so.
No, it's by choice.
Hmm.
It's by choice. Mm.
Don't people listen? And usually, good teachers are those who get people to listen.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Well, that's probably just strengthened the image of the orb that I saw. So I didn't even think about actually teaching people. I just saw myself with lots of power. See that? I'm a narcissist. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I didn't even think about teaching people. I guess that does come with the job description.
But yeah.
I finish up and it looks amazing. Even the back.
In the back.
Even the back.
It's not even
You-
wonky this time.
Have a
It's
mirror
not
if you wish to
wonky.
show her what it looks like.
Nope. I have a mirror. Guys, I have a mirror.
I also have a mirror, so we can.
Well, if you said that, I wouldn't have to steal
Halba
the
gets up.
whole
I
thing.
also have a mirror.
Everybody
Oh
has
my
a mirror. Wait, if everyone has a mirror, why didn't I have to take this one?
It's a fancy mirror.
It's It's a fancy one. It's worth lots of money. It's got a demon in it. Anyway.
If you're using that mirror, I'm gonna be like, where'd you get that mirror from?
Yeah, you need 2 mirrors, one there and one there. So I have one. Yeah. Oh, it came from the mirror room. Did you see that?
No.
You might have been the only person to go in the mirror room before it stopped being a mirror room.
I went to try and stop Dewey and Halibut from touching random magic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke saw it. But yeah, that was it. Yeah, no, there was one of the rooms had like it was just mirrors, and obviously it was amazing. There was like a million me's.
Yep.
But some weird stuff happened while I was in there, because wizards are crazy. So. Anyway,
dangerous?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. And then I showed the nicks. Yeah. No, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I got this.
Okay now.
Yes. But I got this mirror from there. It broke off of the other mirrors.
Maybe keep an eye on that if you were in danger.
Yep.
Good talk.
But the back looks good, so it's fine.
The back does look good. So.
Good. Yeah.
Tax will give you a little hug before.
Aw. Thanks.
It's a little thank you. And then. Yeah.
Thanks. We don't hug very often.
We're hugging a lot more.
Yeah. I feel it's growth. Personal growth. Showing our emotions.
It's very hard to do.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, night.
Yeah, night.
And you go to sleep, wake up the next morning, taxes.
Cool story,
no one
bro.
mentions it.
Go.
No one mentions
Emotions? Nah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna give you a little punch on the arm, and then off you go.
If only someone can't identify on that mirror.
Nope.
We're
back outside.
Yeah, exactly. Taxes, nobody said anything because your hood is up, so they do not know that you have a haircut yet.
You're on my right side.
Off.
And thus the retcon fits perfectly into
Show it off.
As you make your way south, everybody is either the under effect of some magic or has magic items on them, so please make me stealth checks.
Are we messaging Talvarion to get all the Huda Drudge?
Yes, do you want me to do that now?
I mean, it's better to do it now when we have,
Yes,
a
please.
magical barrier that stops them from killing us.
I see what you're saying. I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay. I will do it from inside the building though, because I think they'll still come to us. Less of a chance, maybe. Right. That one. And didn't plan this far ahead. Talvarion. I'm using sending. You'll probably know anyway. We have a plan to trap the Huda Drudge. Is that how you say it? Huda Drudge. In the sports tower. Can you summon them to you temporarily.
Oh, did I miss out? Did I discount?
Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
The message goes out. I make a persuasion check.
Oh, what? I thought
Keep an eye.
he
I keep
wanted
an eye
something.
outside. Or do spells cast in the library not count? I can't remember.
Do you want to say?
I was going to say I keep an eye outside to see how much attention that
When the
gets,
spell is
but-
cast, a good portion of the Hooded Drudge that are sort of nearby come over, maybe 5, 6, rush forward towards where a spell has been cast. The range not massive on the 3rd level spell, but still significant enough that quite a few of them are drawn.
21.
21. You hear back through your own sort of reply to the
Please
sending.
call me back.
Through your own reply to the sending, you hear, very well. Trapping them will certainly help you in reaching me. And if you have a way to keep them away for a long time, then I would wish to aid you in this plan. Keep me informed. Good luck. And as that psychic connection begins to fade, you feel a more powerful one take root, similar to yesterday.
There he is.
There is suddenly doing the ones that were paying attention to the library are not, as their eyes snap back. And like a ripple that you cannot see traveling, so much as you see every Hooded Drudge suddenly turn and start running towards. That is how you see the wave of this thing traveling away from the center of the miasma as Hooded Drudge begin pouring towards there, as an 8th level telepathy is cast again to reform the connection.
Welcome back to my brain.
A large smile crosses
Good to be
Halibut's face.
Do you say good to be back?
Good to be back. If that's what you say to that, they reply with good to be back. There is no stealth check necessary because there are no longer Hooded Drudge between you and your destination, or indeed in your destinations.
To the pub!
We go to the pub first, or do we want to do the cool things?
I mean, we don't know how much time we have, is the thing.
Yeah, it's not perfect. You maybe had 2 hours yesterday before they stopped caring, or at least stopped caring to a point where they began to filter away.
Okay.
Extra pace then, I guess, to get there and...
There's also Benvit's Master Zeek as well. Hopefully they keep away from his area as well.
They're flocking towards the thing, aren't they?
Towards him, but away from Zeek.
Away from Zeek, yeah. They are flocking towards the miasma sort of area here, if that makes sense. But they do not seem willing to cross the miasma. They're going towards the source of the powerful spellcasting, which is Telvalrio, who you know is somewhere in that big crater there.
Okay.
Right, you make your way to pub.
Pub.
Tavern. The map is not excellent because I'm not great at map making, but the main building of this tavern is almost too perfect a replica of many taverns you've seen in your travels. It is not huge. There are tables. There are 2 ruined walls, a half fire that is not burning, and a big stage on the opposite side of the bar. The ground outside is littered with bits of
There's a
destroyed
note.
timber. There's a note.
Loot.
There's a loot. There is a
There's
loot.
a
There
loot.
is
Hold
a
the
loot,
phone.
Obviously resting up on the stage there.
Sorry.
But beyond that, it is still and quiet. People can make me investigation checks, or they can say they're looking for something specifically. Feel free to drag your tokens onto the map as well if you want to sort of show exactly
Where
you are.
Are we going?
Where are you going? That's a good question.
That didn't work out. Oh man. Oh please. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Oh, you guys went to the bar. I
was
see,
gonna
I
say that.
see.
Everyone went in completely different directions.
And
Yeah.
you
All
went
going
to the
drawn
stage.
by different things.
Can we have Garrick, please?
Yes, yes. We can have Garrick and Garrick, I think we'll just follow. No, they are their own person.
They are their own
they're-
person. Look for food or something. I don't know.
They're going
Or
to go
could
over
we?
towards
I
the
think he would do that.
bar area as well, sort of join Dagwin and Halibut looking at the bar and food area. Yes, everybody make me investigation checks. I'm going to say results based on sort of where you are, and we'll start from lowest to highest, if it makes sense.
13.
What was it?
13 for me.
13. You can have advantage on that because Dagwin is helping you. They don't know exactly what they're looking for, but they are following your orders to lift heavy shit out of your way.
14.
Not much better. Yeah, still 13.
Still 13. Cool, 13. What do we get? Dewey?
12.
12.
Wow.
Dewey. And taxes, what was your investigation check?
30. So yeah.
30.
Fuck!
3,
I wonder who's
0.
going first.
So wait, what was our 3 combined? Like, exactly, Whisper.
Your 3 combined was 30.
No wonder Dagwood didn't help.
Yeah.
39, okay.
Nearly better than all
And then
3 of you.
just taxes.
Okay.
Taxes, good.
Okay. Well, starting with Dewey. Dewey in the middle of a room. A 12 is enough to see that these tables are set. The steins of beer that are on these tables and the glasses look very shattered. If they're not shattered or broken in some way, they are dusty. Plates of what was once rotted food here. This was not something that was clean before the massacre. People were in here. People were eating meals when this happened and just stood up and around, if that makes sense. You can see on a 12 as well. It's good enough to see that there is patterns on the ground where Hoodoo are normally here. They do not look like they normally sit on the chair so much as just walk around this area, if that makes sense. Anything else you were specifically trying to figure out from like the center of the room? I would say probably on a 12 you can see that the gaps in the wall were explosions inward from outside, if that makes sense. The walls were broken into, probably during the massacre. They
Oh, of course.
busted
Yeah.
in the walls. There may well have been windows in most places before, and they just busted in through there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think on a 12 is probably what you get, sort of just like general lay of the land, if that makes sense. Halibut and Garrick and Dagwin, you see a similar story in the bar with lots of what would have been unfinished drinks. The beers and wines long since spilled or literally just evaporated over time to leave just crusty residue really on there. Long rotted food on small plates that are here as well, if they are still intact. A lot of broken stuff here. The shelves, a lot of the shelves here look barren, but a 13 is enough to notice a cracked trap door, but you can feel cooler. It's not like there's a cool air blasting up through there so much as it feels cooler from down there, as though it leads to sort of like a wine cellar, sort of, or potentially food cellar kind of thing. 14 for Diana. This stage is very clearly a stage. You look at the ground, it is dusty, but you can see where Hoodoo have been here. But more revealing to you, looking at the stage and the boards here, this is not fresh wood, this is worn wood. Many, many bards have tread these boards. Their acts were not just sitting, standing still. They were walking around this stage, they were performing on this stage. In front of you is a lute that still looks to be intact, despite the fact that age should have wearied it. Potentially magical in some way here. You see on a 14.
Can I do detect
there's some-
magic?
Yeah. I would say casting Detect Magic.
A cast.
There is magic coming from this loot. I think primarily it would be enchantment. But actually, yeah, primarily it would be enchantment coming from this loot. You also notice might have to little retcon. The loot looks maybe a little dilapidated. Magic does come from it. There is enchantment and evocation coming from something within inside the loot that you can detect through the small amount of wood that is there.
Oh.
And you can also see a piece of paper poking out through the sort of the cavity of the loot, if that makes sense. The magic doesn't look like it's coming from a piece of paper. There's something else inside there that is magical. In your investigation, you pull out a piece of paper. It is a bard's interpretation of how to make a song out of the spell Mass Suggestion.
Ooh. Yes.
And initially you're trying to find what's in there, and you just hear like a little clink, clink, and you like have to clink, 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 shake it, you turn it upside down, clink, 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 and eventually a little, what's the word? Pick, yeah, like plectrum pick falls out, and that is what is radiating with the magic. It looks like it's made of some kind of very dark glass-like stone.
It's obsidian.
Possibly obsidian.
It's obsidian! It's very, very fragile.
Yeah. It is. It should be very fragile, and yet it falls on the floor and does not break. The magic on it keeping it.
Too soon.
Is something broken?
No, I didn't tell Doran.
You broke the necklace I gave you?
No, it's not the necklace. It was one of the dice.
Oh.
I know, it fell on the floor and chipped.
Which dice was it?
Oh, the D100.
I know, I can't remember that one.
Yeah, well, I do because I was playing Cthulhu at the time. But Phil did buy me another one, so. Yeah.
Nice.
Never happened.
Repairing the set.
So they're up there and they will never leave
Oh,
this
they're
house,
The house again.
ever
It was the
again.
first time they'd left
happened?
the house, wasn't it?
Like last week?
Let's say, you keep a secret from your buds.
No. Like a week, 2 weeks, I think, wasn't it? You'll never know.
I don't care. I already bought the things.
Oh, I was very, very sad. This is the first time I've taken them out to use. And they broke. Anyway, sorry.
Back on the rails.
You get everything that Dewey got in the lay of the land out of what happened here. You notice in the fireplace that there are like charcoal logs here where this fire was still clearly burning at the time. On a 30, under the ashes, you slowly pick them away, and you notice the fragile remains of look like a series of letters, until you notice that they clearly should have been bound in the corner, and it would have made some kind of spell book formed of letters that some of them still in that envelope held into place here. On a 30, you begin reading it. It is certainly a spell book. There are spells in here, but it almost reads like a diary of, as you're flicking through it quickly, you realize a wizard who had a thing for a bard here, and was spending a lot of time here and was learning spells, seemed to have changed course into enchantment to learn spells that were more appropriate for like talking to bards and things like that. You see them talking about their first date and wanting it to go well, and learning the spell Predict Opponent, just to be able to have some idea of what the other person would say and where they might go with that. You see them realizing that the two were going to be apart for a long time, and picking up the spell Telepathic Bond, so that they could talk while one was in bard lessons and the other one was doing enchantment.
Aw.
Seemed to have been a talented enough caster to cast that quite powerful spell just to keep in touch with their partner between lessons. And you also notice you turn sort of one of the last few pages that are still intact and not quite burned. You turn it and you see sort of held by quite frayed twine at this point, a series of ivory strips. You are able to tell on 30 that these are ivory, they're sort of this horn bone kind of thing. And the details of a spell called Legend Lore, and how these strips are important and how to cast it, and how they had been starting to think about how they might make a birthday gift by telling this bard a story they'd never heard before,
Oh.
and had not managed to do that before the massacre.
Fuck, I hate the Empire.
I know, right? I'm so sad right now. Ugh.
Yeah, sad.
Well,
Sad D&D.
maybe they're still alive as Huda drudges together somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if the book is here, that means that they both were here. So probably.
It's actually it's gonna take a couple of minutes just rereading over it before eventually giving it to Diana.
Oh. Yeah, Diana's gonna be sat at the edge of the stage and just trying to play the lute that she found. I don't know if if the strings are even still there.
Strings are, it's not in the best of tune, but it doesn't take long for a practiced bard to
Tune it. Yeah, so I've finished tuning it when you come over, I think.
Oh, found this.
Ooh.
All spells for you to use.
Ooh, cool. Thanks. What, you tell me about the sweetness of it?
Yeah.
No.
It's a diary.
Oh, really? Did you read it? Yes. You're such a sneak.
Could it be useful? It's burned in the ashes.
Yeah, that's fair. They're not gonna need it anymore, I guess.
No.
I found this.
But-
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, what's that?
It's magical. It's a
What's it
pick
do?
for the... I don't know. Should we try it out?
It makes music the greatest magic of all.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it on the loot.
use it
Because I
on
like
the lute.
chaos.
Feels natural picking across these strings. You could swear it's louder than it should be, first of all. And secondly,
Loud.
you can feel that even as you strike it, it reaches the perfect pitch. You try to get the strings in tune as much as possible.
Yeah, but I'm
When
not
you
that
play
good.
it on here, it's playing exactly how it's meant to. I
Wow.
don't know exactly what it does, but certainly any magic relying on music, any bardic spells, are definitely going to be helped by this.
Ooh.
Is it like that amplify stone thing that
You think you could combine this with
Yes.
the effects of a Phillbeard stone?
Yeah. I mean, I'm good and all, but it shouldn't sound this good. This is a really old lute. So yeah, that's cool.
Sounds better than brand new.
Does. I like it. Cool. Let's look to see if I can cast a spell.
Did you say there was
Can I-
a...
Save some spells.
I
Jesus.
will, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Gone.
Go ahead,
Well, unlike Guy. Alright.
What I don't understand about these undeads is with all this magical, like small items, large items I can stand, but small items, why aren't they in those? Or am I just overthinking it? I feel like I'm
It was just small. It was inside the loot, so maybe it was just too small to find.
maybe. But we also watched them climb over each other and break things down and stuff to get through. Why didn't they break the loot?
Dunno. Hidden.
Hmm.
They gave up after a while. They do that.
Yeah.
I can see magic for 10 minutes. So. Is there anything magical in the room?
In this room now,
Yeah.
I guess there is light in here, and you can see that they're like ever burning flames. So have like some ever burning flame chandelier. Beyond that, not in this room that you can see. There's sort of general ambient magic that hangs in this whole place that the Hoodoo Drudge have been generally feeding on. But
You see Halbert's cloak go lower as he goes down the hatch.
Oh yeah.
you going down?
Oh fuck yeah! I was just
Okay.
waiting for the scene to be over. I don't know if it is.
Dewey's like, hey, is there a basement? Where did Halibut go?
You go down, you're expecting like a wine cellar, and you certainly see shelves, which sort of circular-shaped shelves that are cut into rock here for sliding bottles in and out. And a lot of these bottles are still here and are intact. You do see some broken ones here, all of them covered in dust. You see a couple barrels here as well.
Say what?
You see one of the barrels has like a piece of paper, like hammered into it, a nail hammered through it to hold it into place and pin it in place. You see various wheels of cheese on elevated bits. You can see it was clearly better stocked and was somewhat raided, but they couldn't take all the cheese with them. And the rest of the food that was here would have perished by now, if that makes sense. But the
A lot
cheese
of
is
cheese. A lot of cheese.
Do I see anything like flour, egg?
Anything to make chalk.
13, 14, 15.
Oh.
14,
15.
You take in more of a room. Do you have dark vision?
I'm not. I'm a human.
So you
Loser.
are. Yeah.
I'm also missing an eye.
You're also missing an eye. You're trying to take in more of this room, but it is dark down here. You do not see any signs of intact eggs or flour. On a 15,
Do I find broken eggs?
You,
no, 50 years. they
Wait,
have.
you mentioned like intact eggs. So I'm assuming there was egg shells or like egg gunk everywhere.
After 50 years, I believe they would have rotted and decayed.
Gone.
I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on eggshells. Regardless, you remember that there was a broken blackboard upstairs, I'll say on a 15, that had clearly had some chalk writing on it, like a specials board almost, or like maybe it was like a performance board of like who's performing tonight kind of thing. So there must be some chalk around here somewhere, but down here you can't find it.
can I quickly go over and take a peek to see if there's any magical stuff in there?
You look down.
Whoa!
You see, whoa! As you're coming down, the barrel with the nail pinned into it has some conjuration magic coming from inside it.
Oh, inside of the barrel?
Inside of the barrel.
This is potentially be magical wine.
Magical one.
I don't know.
She's eye.
Yeah.
I'm going to light a torch. Is that alright?
Yeah. Is there a glass anywhere? Do we have any intact glasses? Tankards?
Is it glass?
Garrick starts looking for them. As you sort of saying about the torch is lit, you can both see the surroundings more clearly now. The caverns here, like I said, they're sort of carved into stone, these shelves. They are the side of this cavern wall, and as you look deeper in, you see that it extends further. You see stalagmites and stalactites. It looks eerily familiar to
it's connected.
a place underneath the necromancy wing.
All connected.
Very far away from you, where that was.
Where would there
But
be a cave
another
down
natural cavern underneath this place here.
Halibut didn't go down there. Why would there be a cave down here?
Oh, you didn't see it. There's a it looks like an underground cave system underneath.
Oh.
We must have told you about the vampire, right? We would have said
You
that.
told me about the
Yeah.
scary vampire, yes.
Yeah. Well, no, he was in something very similar, so.
That's terrible.
Do you reckon some people
Presumably he
got
can't
out?
get out.
No.
Well, I would presume not. Well, maybe.
He would
The
have got out
vampire would
by
have
now.
left.
Yeah.
Unless there's some weird pocket where no one owns that area and be let in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. But why would the bards have access to the necromantic tunnels?
I think it's more like there just is an underground
You think there's
cave
another
system.
vampire down there?
No. I think it probably connects though, and it might connect to other buildings maybe. It's a safe passageway. It's safe-ish as a vampire, but like safe-ish. Sometimes more safe than up there. Yeah.
Probably. Hopefully that will be not the case.
Yeah.
After we're done.
You would have to head in deeper to see if this cavern ends after like 20 foot, or if behind these stalagmites and stalactites. It's almost like a forest of this stone where you don't know how far this goes because they are blocking your
It
view.
must connect everything down here. I mean, that's what I would have done immediately.
As much as I would want to explore this, time is of the essence.
Yeah, not right now.
You can come back.
Did you find a tankard?
I have a wine glass on me.
Why? I mean, again, 3 out of 3. That's the most pretentious thing you said since the last time you said something pretentious.
I have 2.
Okay.
Take it back.
Is it one of those? Ones that just come out, little plastic ones.
What will these artifices come up with next?
Alright, well. Can we pour the thing? Is there a pourer?
I'll leave it air out first.
Oh.
There is
No
a
flavor.
spigot that is currently on it and is closed.
Oh, for the wine. Oh, I thought for the booze. Oh, yeah. I mean,
On this barrel that has the thing pinned into it, is radiating this conjuration magic. From inside.
quick.
Alright, put your glass in there. Ready?
You turn the spigot. Nothing happens for a little bit, and then this little sort of yellow brownish thick liquid begins pouring out of there.
It's gone bad. Oh no.
Almost like a honey or jelly beginning to.
Is it honey or jelly? Does it smell like it?
It smells. Make a perception check.
Ooh. Oh, that's 19. Oh, I got excited and not excited anymore.
You wouldn't have disadvantage on this though, would you?
No, it's my nose.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
But I thought it was a 16, and then I looked at where the dot was.
I had a 6, I think. Yeah.
6. You don't smell it. You smell. This smells sour to the point of a strong acid.
I don't want to drink this.
As you are debating this, you watch as it starts pouring out a little faster.
Turn it off!
Take off.
Turn it off! Oh no!
Look at my wine glass.
I heard that sigh, Sam. That was amazing.
That is a 6
Oh.
for the
That's
old man.
6 on your initiative. Okay.
Oh shit! Can I turn it off?
This is a surprise round. It's going to be a surprise round where 3 of you first, and then everybody else can join if that makes sense.
Oh, 21.
21. You are first to act as you see
Turn
this
it
thing
off.
begin to... you turn the spigot off. It looks like it's mostly out, but I'm
Oh
going to say
god,
that
it's
stops it fully
it's
forming.
still there.
As this ooze
I-
rises in front of you. Let's call that a free object interaction to turn the spigot off.
So one of the people upstairs here is like, I think this has gone bad. Oh dear God!
Oh dear God.
Oh god, turn it off!
How bad is that wine?
Oh god, turn it off. Okay. I literally have nothing. No spells that does this kind of thing. I didn't think there would be. Yikes.
You have a sword, you have...
I do have a sword. Oh my god. Okay. It's not made of metal. That's out.
It's not. It's made of jelly.
Oh yeah.
It's made out of wine!
Oh, it's made out of jelly.
Evil wine!
Evil wine is not a thing.
My turn, that's what everyone upstairs next hears.
Evil wine.
Darkwing, help!
They're gonna rush into...
Sorry.
Oh, my turn, it happens.
You're gonna go after this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just hit it with my sword that I haven't touched for ages. No, I got a rapier. My loot, my friggin' flute.
Your rapier or your sword with the dragon scale on it?
I can't use a sword really very well, so I'll just use...
You do have a new staff that you can...
You do have the staff.
I
Whether you've attuned to it or not.
didn't attune to it. I
Nope.
can bonk with
You can
it.
hit things with it.
I can bonk it, yeah. No, I'll I'll use my rapier.
Okay, you pull out your rapier, stab at it.
13.
13 hits.
Oh, good. I did a roll 20. 5.
5 points of damage.
You don't think this is stupid, do
pierce
you?
into this thing.
What? What did you say?
You don't think this is a student, do you?
I don't think so. I think it's wine. I think it's so stupid.
As
Why
you
are they-
stab this thing, the first aggressive action, it as a big pseudopod launches out from it and towards you.
As a
That is a 15 to hit you.
Oh, hey, no, I put my armor back on. It does not.
You duck, it grazes against your armor as you're too fast for it, and it begins to climb up and around sort of the walls to encompass this space. It's still within 5 feet of both of you, but it is now like crawling up the walls over the good wine.
No,
Oh,
leave
get
the
off the
wine
good
alone,
wine!
leave the
Get off the wine!
It is your turn.
So yeah, I shout, evil wine! Dagwood, help! Evil wine,
Dagwood.
get off of the good wine!
Dagwind is now alerted and will act next turn. You're alerted and will act next turn. Yes.
Oh.
Get off of the good wine, evil wine! I draw my sword.
Yep.
Bonus action. Ah! I'm gonna summon my clone.
Your brother appears in the shadows.
Ah!
And I will attack it.
Make your attacks.
Oh god.
Oh,
That
three,
is a... I'm gonna just use this, actually.
Chat has redeemed you a aid.
8! The axe
6
was
or
at me.
7. My brain is lost.
Okay, 5
That's
10
the
hit points.
extra hit points, isn't it? And
13.
13 will hit
Thanks, chat!
the nose.
Oops. Whoops.
That is 10 points of slashing?
Slashing
No,
damage.
piercing. Piercing damage and radiant damage.
Piercing and radiant. What weapon are you using for?
My cane sword.
Your king sword. Is that piercing?
Yeah. It's meant to be a rapier.
The rapier.
Oh, yes, you can choose the type. Yep, absolutely. 30, no, 10, what am I talking about? 30, 10 points of combined piercing and radiant.
Do you need me to separate those?
No, I do not. You're fine. Light stuff from the inside.
Next attack.
Next attack.
Another 13.
Number 13 will also hit. Not hard to hit this thing. Although you do hear a as you pierce into it and hit a bottle on the other side.
Oh god!
No!
Stop! Please stop!
That's 5 damage combined.
5 points of damage.
As a free action, I shall release Incognation,
The snake.
Okay.
and my brother's eyes light up a bright purple, and he can make a free attack as well.
Okay, make the attack.
It's far better than me. That's a 24.
24 definitely hits. No wine harmed in the making of this attack.
It even does more damage than me. It's 11
Thank
damage.
goodness.
11 points of damage. This thing is looking rough. Like big parts of it are slumping onto the floor. It's still continuing to try and climb up the wall in a way, but it is significantly hurt. At the top of the round, everybody else can join the initiative. Just tell me if you beat a 10. Yes.
Oh, yes.
I couldn't beat a 10.
All of you act, apart from Halibut in this moment, who gets this last flourish off. You tell me how you just destroy this thing, because there's no way it survives every single one of you before. It has 12 hit points. It cannot survive.
I look at Taxes and go, has that wine made them drunk instantly?
Yeah.
There is a torch down there you can see. Down there.
I feel like I made a wrong decision letting Diana go off on her own again.
Oh, come on, man. Can I frostbite it? Will that... Ah!
Yeah, you start freezing it in place. Without with you guys discussing yeah, this is a bad idea. Dagwen leaps down with a heavy hammer and shatters the icicle thing as it breaks. I'm going to see how well she does that. Pretty well. The rest of the wine is safe.
Dad, you saved the wine!
Our
was that thing?
hero!
Oh,
Do you call it bad wine?
Yes.
Come
Bad
from?
wine!
Oh,
Came from wine!
can we get the piece of paper, see what it says?
The piece of paper is the summon Ooster.
You didn't read it!
Oh! No, this makes sense!
Is it used up?
No, I guess
there's-
it's so stupid. You could just read it and then
You got so distracted with the wine. Sam, as a question, I was still holding my wine glass the entire time. Didn't spill a drop. Do I
Didn't
have
spill
a tiny...
There's a
tiny-
little bit of this, what was an ochre jelly.
I'm gonna look at it and look at the piece of paper. I wouldn't drink that. Don't drink that. It'll be
Oh,
in.
little friend.
No.
They clearly had it in a barrel for a reason. Maybe it's a shot.
No. That's nope. Gross.
I
That's
mean,
a living thing.
The acrid taste is acidic, but it's kind of alcoholic smelling as well.
Please don't
Make-
take jello shots.
Maybe they spiked the ochre jelly.
Jello shot. Jello shot. Jello shot.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's famous.
I rolled a 7.
In your stomach.
Is this thing
Roll
alive?
7. It's not alive anymore. You shot it. Make a Constitution save.
No, it's a
I just said no.
It wasn't a full shot, just a little sip. A little sip. 9 plus 7. Oh wow! I have
9
really
plus
good
7.
constitution.
You aim for a little sip as it goes down. You sort of like that is instantly like very sour tasting,
You're drunk now.
heavy alcohol. And wait, did you say a 9 plus 7? Yeah, 16.
9 plus 7, yeah.
You got a good buzz going on, like
Oh
pretty
my
instantly.
God.
But you're not drunk. You're not poisoned. You got a little buzz. You got a little.
Bad.
I was gonna say, like,
That's
surely
very
something
good.
like that is literally like licking a random tropical toad.
Kind of.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just-
Yeah.
Literally, I
very
was
good.
like, how can I get someone who's into this game? And it was, well, the bard's probably summoned an ochre jelly and then just spiked vodka into the barrel to me.
You can make this into fucking what's it called? Shit.
Gelatinous soup. Gelatinous soup.
Gelatinous soup.
I like this soup.
Yes. Yeah. It's a thing.
It's one of the recipes.
It's one of the recipes.
Ah.
Gelatinous soup, baby.
They did not. They made it into jello shots.
Gelatinous soup.
Ew.
Uh.
It's
Make it-
surprisingly good. It keeps.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. But
Maybe we should stop drinking random stuff we find in 50-year-old barrels.
I
Well, hi,
completely disagree.
Already on a wine from.
Turn around, Dad. That's like 4 wine bottles. Yeah.
Albert is right there with you.
And then take
This
that.
is
Take
good
that.
wine.
Yeah, I know. This is so good. Right, take that. Take that.
Yes, Dad.
What's your passive perception?
21.
You notice it looks like mist is beginning to pour in, like around their feet.
Okay, right, there's everyone out of the wine cellar.
Nope.
Right,
Why?
yeah, there's mist at your feet. Right, listen to
You
me
know.
for change, please.
What is it?
Is this also drinkable?
No,
Maybe you should
it's
sniff
at
it.
your feet. No.
No?
No.
What is it? No?
I
Okay.
don't know, I feel like you should be out.
Probably something to
Get
do with the
out there.
vampire. Let's go.
It feels very vampiric.
Yeah, let's just go. We should go.
How much wine do we make off
It's
this?
you. Dagwin will like grab some wines. What is the order? Dagwin probably will go last. Actually, should make sure that you get up.
Right,
Well, look, pass them up to Garrick as well, and Dewey. Take this.
What?
You are stopping at the top of the ladder to pass them.
Yeah, we
Diana,
Then it is
Howard.
Howard, but then it is Dagwin.
Look, do that.
Um,
Right, do
Dagwin's
that.
big frame behind.
Yeah, Dewey reaches down thinking he's gonna grab your hand and pull you up, and you just hand him a wine, and he's like,
Maybe
As-
you are
as-
a bad teacher.
As you push up, as Dagwin is going through, you watch Dagwin's whole form shifts down quickly, and she has to begin pushing herself up and over the edge of a trapdoor. And as you look down there, you all just see a very gaunt-looking face with
Oh,
red
brilliant.
eyes before it rejoins the mist.
Oh shit, it was a vampire.
Grab my, hey, grab my leg. They sort of like
I look at the leg.
looking at my leg.
Okay.
Look at the light.
Okay, we're gonna check that. We're gonna check that.
Okay.
Oh wow. Okay. That's dumb. That's super dumb. Of
Wait,
them
wait,
to
hold
leave
on. So
that in
this
there.
Vampire. Is this the same vampire or is this a different vampire?
Well, I sure as hell hope it's the same one, otherwise it's like a family of them or something, I know. Do they usually, like,
Did
run
you
in
join
packs?
The cave tunnels? this is a rubbish shit like escape plan for tunnels if there's full of
No,
fucking
yeah, no,
vampires.
I take back what I said. Let's not do that. That's insane. I thought he couldn't get out. Okay.
Talbot closed the hatch.
Yeah, well, good. That's probably for the best.
Did not seem to be.
What if literally anyone who was drunk could have just let him out? Wow. These
Something
people are
to
so
be
dumb.
investigated, I think. Dagwood, how is your leg? Can I look at the leg?
You have a look at the leg. Make a medicine check.
Yubby.
18 plus 4. 19, 20, 22.
22. You are confident. You're looking at the boot. It has not been pierced, fang or claw. It seems like Dagwin said they had it gripped, pulled on, but did not manage to, pierce it. If that makes sense.
Nice. Your scales stand true again, Dagwin.
All right.
You alright?
Well, you've just been attacked by a
Bad
jelly.
wine.
Shot at it, and then vampire. So
Yes, I got caught up.
no, it's honestly, it's refreshing to see you caught up.
Yes. As long as it doesn't, cost you your life. That, yes. Yes.
I'm fine. You know how I feel.
Yes. Anyway, onward was the mission, I think. We should get going again.
Putting bottles into Tax's bag.
Or in my box, Dagwin's bag.
You're a big.
No, I'm placing them.
No, they go flying out into the space of the bag of holding.
How many balls of wine
Orbiting
did we make?
orbiting a frozen head.
What monster are you creating in that bag of holding?
It's a great one. It's gonna taste.
This bag is getting
questionable.
worse and worse every time it gets mentioned.
This is what happens.
It's gonna
at the
come
end of
out
the
like
campaign.
it's
the end of the
gonna
campaign.
come out like something from John Carpenter's The Thing.
At the end
Absolutely.
of this campaign, Sam's going to take everything that's in that bag of holding and make a monster out of it.
End of this campaign, we do a one-shot where you play mice that fell in there and have only limited time to escape before the air runs out, and you have to jump from obstacle to obstacle. to reach the entrance.
Amazing.
At the end is Wahlberg. Greets you.
Is that where
all this
Wahlberg's
time.
gone?
It's where
That's where he
Yeah,
is.
it's
Wahlberg
somewhere.
started
He
the
crawled in
campaign
there
as a
once.
ghost.
He
Hey,
crawled
as
in
long
there
as Dewey
once.
doesn't check that pocket, we don't know what happened to Wahlberg.
Poor guy.
How many bottle of wines are in this bag now?
God, the two of you can. I don't know. There's 20 bottles of wine.
Wine on the wall. 20 bottles of wine.
I'll take 3.
What?
Okay,
I'll just put
Dagwin,
20 and then.
on a natural one, Dagwin tries to pick you up and move you out of the way, but fails and sort of like just.
All right, let's go.
Oh, fine, 3 bottles of wine, and you start moving towards the sports tower.
Okay.
Really in the distance, the dark storm crackling overhead as you make your plan for how you will trap the students here, and still you've got a slight buzz, however, and that is where we.
No, it was like, do we get to do? We get to do the thing.
I call it confidence.
confidence.
It's not though, is it? You're tipsy. Oh, we don't get to do the thing.
Plan will be next time, and you may hopefully have a full party for it as well, which will be
And a battle map.
and a battle map.
Feel like we're gonna need it.
Okay.
That's where we'll wrap up for today. Feels like an appropriate place because I don't want to spend ages in the Colosseum and thus be
Yeah.
waiting for a partner as well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That was great and quite silly. I loved it.
It was amazing.
That was
We went to
great.
the pub.
So stupid. Look at the
It's
fucking
so
vampire
stupid.
that just connects to the pub.
I rolled a perception check to see if they could hear you through
Yeah, but
the
it's
taverns,
a
and they
pub.
rolled a natural
Quite
20.
loud.
But it's connected to the pub, but the students would absolutely let it out within minutes. Ugh.
They
They collapsed.
it's still the case that that trapdoor is a door that they are forbidden from entering.
Yeah.
It's behind the bar. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
People still get down
they
there.
shouldn't be behind there.
Oh, funny.
And to a certain extent, Gideon didn't know there was that connection until there was loads of noise in that place and they heard it. That's what the natural 20 was about. Like,
What do you
there's
mean?
another way.
50 years.
He spent 50 years there. Yeah. That's how circuitous these caverns are.
Oh, so dumb.
They also, in mist form, like they can travel through an inch of space.
Yeah.
I think.
So there might be rock falls and stuff around.
Yeah,
and
so they
it's
might
just
not
kind of-
even notice that there was a way until they saw, like, oh, I can hear something. There's an inch space, investigate it. You know, an inch. I don't know my rule. But that biggest space in a pitch black.
It's true. It's true.
So do we get a summon ooze?
You do get summon ooze on the list of things you can learn.
Was there any... Oh, mass suggestion?
Mass suggestion, legend lore, telepathic bond, and predict opponent are also
My God.
that list.
And 20 bottles of good wine.
20 bottles of good wine. That is aged wine.
Makes it good.
I missed it again. Mass suggestion. Predict
Mass
opponent.
suggestion,
Summon
predict
ooze.
opponent, summon ooze, legend lore,
Oh, yeah.
telepathic bond, which 2 young students used to keep in touch between classes.
Wait,
So
isn't that the one that you guys are using?
No.
Yes!
No,
No?
No, that's...
No.
Oh, God, what's
That's
that one?
that's
What?
a
You
Oh,
guys are using. What, you mean me
Chasing
and Dagwin?
Shadows.
No,
Chasing Shadows. Which one is that one? Because I
Chasing Shadows. What are you
mentioned
using,
it,
Chasing
and then I
Shadows?
couldn't-
Doran?
Independence.
Interdependence.
That's it. Yeah.
Fucking funniest
confused.
spell.
What you were
Best
trying
and
to refuse
worst
to.
idea we've ever had.
That's the
God, I
best
hope
thing
we
we've
don't get
ever
this in
made.
this campaign.
It's so
That's
funny. Oh my
It's so
god.
good. It's only been 4 hours too in the actual game. We have like a month of this at least.
Oh my god.
'Cause
Yes.
Even if we take a long rest, we still have it on because it only.
You know what?
Long rest is only 8 hours.
It makes sense to me that you have interdependence in there as well, because
No. No.
that
Sam, what have you done?
Fuck you
Because
guys,
that's-
I'm gonna do it! And I'm gonna do it
I was-
exactly like he did it. I'm not gonna tell anyone what it is.
because that is probably. I was incorrect in thinking predict opponent was a lower level spell, so it makes more sense that they use interdependence in those sort of first dates. Because predict opponent is much higher spell than I thought.
So,
bad.
not predict opponent?
I'm going to
Predict
say not
opponent.
predict opponent because that's an 8th level divination spell that they probably.
Oh, yeah,
would
that's-
have access to.
Fucking a lot.
Not a student. That's back on the table of things to find.
Amazing.
Had no idea what like interdependence would be like until. we
Oh my god,
actually
it's so
passed it and
funny.
started
Am I right to read out the description of interdependence?
Yes.
Go
yeah,
ahead.
please do. For those of you who haven't been watching Chasing Shadows,
Please do. 'Cause it is
it's a spell we
absolutely-
wrote for our book that we didn't
It's
really
coming back to bite me.
consider the true wonder and horror of.
Does this mean next time we do like a group chat for Rapid Riders where we gotta air our emotions, that's when that spell's gonna be used?
If you want to.
There's no choice. We don't have a choice.
Enchantment ritual only. Takes an hour to cast and a duration of 24 hours. Initial range of touch will then last as long as you're within 500 feet, as far as I'm aware, and it requires without a spell casting thing, The normal component will be a drop of blood from the caster and from the target. Upon completion of a ritual, you and another creature will be linked by a soul thread for the following 24 hours. This allows both to know the current state of the other, including hit points and status effects, or conditions and emotional state. It does not indicate where they are. Both parties must remain within 500 feet of each other and on the same plane of existence, otherwise the spell ends. But if you cast it as a coven, when 3 or more spellcasters unite to perform this ritual, all those involved become linked. So everybody knows everybody's
So
feelings
silly.
for 24 hours.
Amazing.
No hiding that, no deception checks, no nothing. Just raw
How are you
emotion.
feeling? You just go get 500 feet away.
Yeah, you haven't done that yet, so.
I can't. No, I have a crush. Shit, no.
Did you not see the thing with Dalan? They're connected to
Galan came
Dalan.
close to breaking it. Just the tree is not tall enough.
Right.
Anyway, sorry. Digress.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, hilarious.
If you like the sound of that ridiculous spell, well, have we got something for you. It's called the Ritual Spellbook on Witchclass for 5th edition. Our Kickstarter we launched back in November, and we picked it up a month and a bit ago now, and it's even better than we had hoped. It's a beautiful book. Hardback edition is shiny. You can get it on our website. You can get it from our Etsy page. You can get it as a PDF from Drive-Through RPG. And I'm too slow copy pasting and talking at the same time.
Yeah, usually I do the talkie.
Yeah, I'm too slow then as well, to be fair. There we go. There are the links in the chat right there.
But yeah. Oh, actually, I believe that there is some kind of percentage discount on Etsy right now. I think. Who knows? I think I've set that up. I was supposed to set the other one up as well. So yeah, it is our anniversary. It's 2 years since we started Fumble Folks and 2 years since we started streaming. And as a celebration of that, we're giving 20% off in our Etsy store and on our website, including all the new stuff, shiny things that we have.
Does that
yes.
mean if we've done this for 10 years, everything will be free?
No,
If it goes up by 10% each time?
it's not going to do that. So
It then it goes back down to 10.
Who said it was going to go up by 10% each year? Like,
Who said that?
Wait, it's 2 years, 20%. Whatever.
Oh, in that case, it's 2% off in all our books.
I'm sorry.
But yes,
yeah, it is up and running. It is 20%
on Etsy
off
it is. On the website.
£15 spent or more.
The website is not. It'll be there tomorrow. Whoopsie. It will be. I'll figure it out. But yes.
Go check our website. But...
Also, if you backed our Kickstarter and you haven't got the PDF yet, please let us know, because literally half of the people haven't got it yet for some reason. That's going to be a raid, isn't it? No? Okay.
No.
Thanks for the follow. I can just hear it and I'm like, oh no, is it a raid? We must go do everything now. Yeah, so literally half of people haven't had their PDFs yet, and it's probably due to emails not getting through and stuff. So please let us know. I'm trying to fix it with Drive-Through RPG before they all go to Gen Con on the weekend. Yay! Yeah. Was it next weekend? Something like that. But yes. Yeah, that's it. My book. Very shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't like shiny, you can get the matte version too.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Anyone else want to say anything?
Love you all.
That.
Highlight misses you.
Highlight misses you. Oh, everything's slowed down for me. There we go.
What do you
flowing.
That
Cool.
hesitation gives us a chance to say we've also got some really pretty resin dice. That
We do
had
have some
custom made.
dice. Here they
Check
are.
out that link.
Yeah.
They are so pretty. They're so
You can't really see them. Have a look online. You can have. We also have a deal on these two things together.
which will be an
The Witchy
additional
bundle.
£5 off. So with the 20% off, £15
Oh.
a month, they'd be saving so much
Such
money.
a hell of a discount.
Oh my god, I'm glad your
Oh wow,
camera is that
Oh, wow.
good, Doran. That is.
that's amazing.
God, that's so pretty. Pink flowers inside, a little bit of red foil. Mwah.
Yes.
I paid a lot of money for this camera. It better be fucking good.
Yeah. Also, the Kickstarter backers, those who back the Cast the Ritual, the leather cover, they are on the way. They're being made. So, yes. Can't wait. They look amazing. If you haven't seen them, check out your Kickstarter updates. They look amazing.
And tell us if you got the drive-through options.
Please.
Well, while you're at it.
Oh, literally half. Okay. But yes, other than that, we are back next week for some more Chasing Shadows or Chasing Shade. It's basically just 3 or 4 hours where we just lay into
It's
each
sad.
other.
We've been more wholesome recently.
A little bit, yeah. That's because you got interdependence on. You have to
Yeah,
share your
show
feelings
your
every 5
emotions.
minutes.
We haven't got the mask anymore. As soon as Independence gone, the mask is back up.
Yeah, why would Diana do that?
Oh shit! She has
Well,
again. She's not gonna think about
she
herself.
might not understand the spell fully until it gets cast as well.
We'll go
I
with
think we can
that.
grow as a party.
Huh?
I think we can grow as a party.
I think you'll realize just how much Diana lies. Day-to-day lying.
No hiding the
As
mask.
a passive, it's a passive lie, like passive deception, and then like she'll absolutely look like she's not lying, but you know she's lying. Oh dear me, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna learn it right now. Oh. Right, guys, everybody just sit down.
But we're on a schedule.
Nope. But yes,
We don't
anyway.
have the time for this.
Oh god, look, another pretentious thing. We should have just, like, clipped them all. I think I clipped one.
All my potential.
All these pretentious things.
I've got 2.
But yes, yeah, we'll be back next week and then Wednesday for more Rapid Riders. Whoop, whoop. We are going to be raiding Tales of Initiative tonight, who are playing The Heart of Ice.
Heart of ice, willing to sacrifice. That's not how the song goes, but you know.
No. I think Monsters and Counselors. Sounds fun. Not D&D. Yay. Cool. Let's go. But yes. Anyone else want to say anything real quick? Thank you everybody who joined us.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I just realised we're on that one. But yes, thank you everybody for joining us. See you next Monday and the next Wednesday. Yeah! Rapid Riders, woo! Bye.
All you see in us is barbarian, but all we want is to be equalitarian. We will rock, we will never stop, standing on the top of the hilltop, and we will mock viciously, capriciously. We're tired of assault and the bigotry. You seem so full of wit and chivalry, but when we knock at your door, you'll break. We're done. We have fire in our veins, and we will break these chains. We're done. We won't be ripped apart. You will be burned and battle scarred. We're tired of viciously. Through music we captivate, through songs and words we propagate. We'll mock and smear and slander, infiltration, propaganda. After years is finally resolution. It's time to start the revolution. We're done.